All right, guys, the chickie doesn't want to be on camera today. She said she didn't do her hair and makeup, but I still think she looks beautiful. You want to say anything?
Hi guys, thanks for the wonderful comments and for all the subscribers, and good luck to the next winner.
All right. Wow, she's getting better, guys. She's getting better. She is getting better at this. Awesome job. All right, guys, what's up? It's your boy, Jackpot Famous. Before we get today's video started, I don't know if you know this, but slots are a physical activity. You need to exercise your body and your mind so that you're nice and fresh when you hit the slots, so that you can go ahead and win. So let me just do a quick little routine just to get the body physically ready for some slots. Then I'm gonna go home and meditate, read a good book, watch YouTube, so I can get the mind right. Ready? So come on, let's get some fresh air. Come on, come with me. Let's go. Right? Breathe some fresh air. Get some physical activity for the slots. Now, gonna move on, and there's the chickie right there. But now, let's go ahead and do some push-ups for you guys. Like I said, you want the body in tune so you can get ready to hit the slots. You're gonna feel good when you do this. You're gonna be fresh and you're gonna be ready. Are you guys ready for this? Let me put you down right here. Let me put you down. Hang with me, right there. Hang tight, guys. I'm gonna give you 20. 1, 5, 10, 15, woo, 20. Wow. Oh man. Thanks, guys. Oh wow. I feel fantastic. All right, so there's the chickie. Like I said, she didn't want to be on camera today. She doesn't think she looks pretty. She wanted to do her hair and makeup for you guys, but hang on, let me catch my breath. I usually don't do this with a camera in my face, but go ahead, get some exercise, get some fresh air, exercise your body, exercise your mind, because the slots are a physical activity. You guys ready for today's video? Let's go.
I got money on the line, plus I'm clocking it below. I got bitches kissing bitches, all them bitches go explore. I'm feeling way up, I stay up. Put your bitch on my Snapchat while I make her. She want a chance with me, cause she know I'm a rapper. I give a but I never get feelings to shawty, I know what you rap.
What's up? It's your boy, Jackpot Famous. Now, check this out. This is a recap from an earlier video I did, but I get a ton of questions asking me about how I pick a machine for Dragon Link and how I play the game, and they want to see a full session of me doing exactly just that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to build on their earlier video that I posted when I first put up the channel. It's called How to Find a Winning Dragon Link Machine. So I'm going to make a part 2 to that, and I'm going to go into a little bit more detail on how I go about doing that and the things I look for and how you should play a specific bankroll. All right, you guys ready for that? I'm gonna start with a $1,000 ticket. Now, depending on your bankroll and depending on how much money you have is gonna depend on the denomination and the bet size you're gonna play. All right, now these are my strategies and techniques on how I go about finding a machine to play. You don't have to follow along, because I know there's a lot of trolls on here that are going to tell you differently, but go read all the wonderful comments on all the videos, and that will tell you the real story. We all know these are random number generators. You guys are smart enough to know that, but you ever wonder why certain people win all the time, or certain people tend to be more luckier than others? Maybe they do have some type of technique or strategy. All right, so the analogy would be, say you wanted to take golf lessons. Would you take it from somebody that just casually played golf once in a while? Someone that maybe plays a few times a year? Or would you take golf lessons from somebody that was a semi-professional or a professional golfer? You're gonna have to decide on that one. Anyways, depending on your bankroll, I am going to start with $1,000, all right? And this is how I would go about doing it, and I'll explain different size bankrolls and betting sizes, okay? Here we go. Let me get my ticket in here. All right, I have $1,000. So when you start with your bankroll, you are gonna need to decide what you're gonna play. Do you wanna play low bets? You know, the small bets, 50 cent, $1, $1.50, that type of range? Do you wanna bet mid-range? Anywhere from, let's say, $5 to $12.50? Or do you wanna play higher bets? Maybe $12.50 or $15 and up, $20, $25, $50, things like that. Your bankroll is really going to determine your style of play. So let's say you had a $500 bankroll. I really wouldn't suggest playing the mid-range or higher bets because your money is probably not going to get stretched too far. So with $1,000, it's pretty safe to bet within the mid-range, but it's also excellent for the low range. So this is how I go about selecting a machine according to your bankroll and your bet size. So let me just start. I'm just going to start with the 1 cent denomination. I'm just going to make a 50 cent bet. So what I'm looking for, I'm not going to explain all the elements I'm looking for in a game. That's all explained in other videos. I'm just going to talk specifically about bankroll and betting strategies according to that bankroll. So let's say you walked up the machine and you want to only play low bets. You're going to need to test out the machine within the low betting range, all right? Because you guys know yourself from playing. It doesn't matter when you walk up to a machine, and if you just decided to make 50 cent and $1 bets, you can sit there all day, and if the machine isn't hitting, or if the machine's giving you no action, it's not going to happen. You're going to sit there and waste your money betting low. Why? Because it might be a mid-bet range machine, it might be a high-bet range machine, or it just might be totally dead. So you need to investigate that and check that out before you even start playing. So what I'm doing is I'm looking, say, like I said, I wanted to play in the low range. I need to look for action, bonus rounds, kickbacks, all within my low betting range. And if I don't find it, then that's either going to tell me this machine is a mid-bet range machine, a high-bet range machine, or it's completely dead. So I'm just going to filter through. Like I said, I'm not going to explain what I'm looking for here. That's explained in other videos, so I'm just going to move, you know, along at my pace. Well, right now I'm just looking for action in the low bet range. It looks like I'm getting it. Now, people are going to pay attention to what I'm losing as I do this. Try not to focus so much on that, because you're going to need a little bit of money to test out what the machine is doing and where it's at, and you will make it back. So I'll do a couple more spins here, and then I'm gonna bump it up a little bit. Wow, those are good bet sizes. I mean, good orb sizes. So let me finish out this bonus round. Come on, let's just drop one of those minor balls up there. All right, come on. All right, that would be fantastic if I got the grand while I was doing this. Let's just let this play out. up a little bit. So it looks like this might be a low betting machine. Let me just step it up a little bit and see if we get any more action. Still within the lower range. All right, come on. Looks like we're getting quite a bit of action in the low bet range already. So this might be a strong, or actually it is a strong indication that this is going to be a low betting machine. And you know, it's like conversely, it's like a lot of times I know some of you guys want to bet big, and maybe you're big bettors, and so you want to start off with $10 bets, $50 bets, $20, whatever. You want to bet large, and you know you'll sit down on a machine and it just won't be hitting. But then you'll drop down, and then you'll just start fiddling around with the lower range, and you'll start getting a lot of kickbacks in action. That's because it's a low bet machine. It's something you should have tested out before you started playing on it to bet large. So, like I said, it looks like this is going to be a low bet range machine, but I'll test it out. We're going to bump it up. This is all demonstration to show you guys how I go about finding a machine to play according to my bankroll and my betting size, whether that's low bet, mid-range, or high bet. And so what I'll do is I'll bump it up and start betting somewhere in the mid-range to see if we get any more action. And if we do, fantastic. But most likely that's not the case. It's gonna happen in one of the areas or not. Low, mid, or high. All right. It's kind of hard to stray away from the low bet range when it's giving me action and kickbacks and play. All right, but we'll bump it up. We'll start to bump up a little bit. All right, we're still within that low bet range. So, I mean, already, so yeah, see guys, this is exactly what's gonna happen. So, right now, like I said, if I was going to be playing on a low bet session, this is how I go about feeling out a machine and finding if it's going to be a low bet machine. And if it is, I am gonna stay with it. I'm gonna stay within the low betting range. And that is exactly how I'm gonna play the game and what I'm gonna do. And if I'm getting no action and no kickbacks, no bonus rounds within the low betting range, I'm leaving that machine, because I'm not there to play any mid-range or high bet. I'm just not going to do it. I'm not going to sit and waste my time trying to just hope that I'm going to get a bonus round or anything in the low bet range, because the machine's going to tell you when you sit down and start playing with it where the range is. So let me finish out this bonus round. So while this is playing, so let me talk about bankroll. So let's just say you had a $300 bankroll for the day. Well, I wouldn't suggest anything over the low bet range. Stay within the low bet range, anywhere from the 50 cent, maybe even up to $1.50. If you have a $500 bankroll, then you probably can play anywhere from 50 cent to possibly $5. You got to think, if you have $500 bankroll and you're making $5 bets, you're only going to get what, 50 spins? No, hold on, let me do the math, guys. Yeah, you're going to get about 50 spins, right? Wait, 100 spins. What am I talking about? I'm sorry, I'm looking at this game. I'm trying to calculate what type of bonus it's giving me. Okay, so I'm sorry. So you got to think about it. If you had a $500 bankroll, you're not going to be really betting $5 spins. Why? Because it's only going to give you 100 spins out of that. That's the equivalent of putting a $100 bill in and just betting $1 bets. You're only going to get 100 spins. I mean, it could happen, but you're not going to be able to stretch your money too far, because you have to be able to accommodate for the swings of the game, the highs and the lows of it. You know, whether you're going to lose a little, win it back, lose a little, win it back, you know, start building. So you're going to need some bit of a bankroll to play with. So like I said, $300, I would suggest anywhere from 50 cent to $1.50. If you have a $500 bankroll, I would suggest anywhere from 50 cent, possibly up to $2.50. If you have $1,000 bankroll, 50 cent to $12.50. $12.50 would be on the high end of $1,000 bankroll, depending on if that's giving you action in that bet range. So that's how I play the game. Like I said, guys, these are my strategies. This is my techniques on how I play the game. So a lot of people, right? Well, not a lot of people. Actually, the majority of you send me wonderful comments and thank me. Because you guys know yourself, the ones that are thanking me, it works. I've been playing it for a long, long time. And I know the trolls are gonna beat you up in here. The trolls are gonna be on here. But you know what? I am sharing how I play. My strategies, my techniques. So I do what works for me. This has been working for me for a long time. This is how I play the game, and I'm sharing that with you. I want you guys to be successful at it, and I want you guys to win a lot of money playing these games. And you can do it. Hang on. Let's go back. Let's just try a couple more spins. But look, I mean, I've been playing for about 15 minutes. All right, I'm already up over 170 bucks. You can walk away with that, and you can consider that a win. So you guys would determine whether you're gonna keep playing, how long you're gonna stay, or if maybe $150 was good for a 15-minute session. Go take a break, go grab something to eat. Come back to the casino later when you can get refreshed, regroup, and you'll be playing on the casino's money. All right. So how I usually do it is once the machine has tapered off within my betting range, for example, it's what people say, the machine cooled off. So once the action dies and it slows down within my betting range, then I pretty much stop playing for that session. And I always tend to keep my sessions really short. That's why you always see me doing like a 10-minute or 15-minute session, because that's really all you should need. I might be in the casino though for 2-3 hours, but my sessions on a machine are short, and then I get up, I walk around, I'll go scout out another machine, maybe grab something to eat, things like that. I'll take a break, because you'll find that you'll make better decisions and things will tend to work out better for you when you do that. Keep your sessions short. And if you're fortunate enough to live close to a casino, then you could just go home and come back later. That's how you should do it. You got to look at it and think about playing differently. The goal is to make money and to win. I know it's fun. I know it's exciting. I know it's entertaining to keep playing, but you're gonna have to decide, are you playing for the entertainment and the excitement? Or are you playing to win and make money? So keep your sessions short, and when the machine tapers off, slows down, the action stops within your betting range, then cash out, take a break, and move on to another machine. Don't get into the mindset and get stuck on the machine. I know a lot of people think oh, I don't want to give it up. The major's at a certain amount, or it was paying me out. It's going to come back. It's going to turn around. Don't get in that mindset. You're going to get stuck on the machine, and you're going to dump back the money you just won. All right? So hope that helps you out, guys. That is how I find a Dragon Link machine to play. That is how I select it. That is how I pick it. That is how I determine whether it's going to be a low bet, mid-range, or a high bet machine. And I play according to my bankroll. All right? So I hope that helped you, and good luck. All right, guys? And I'll catch you on the next one.
I got money on the line, plus I'm clocking it below. I got bitches kissing bitches, all them bitches go explore. I'm feeling way up, well, I stay up. Put your bitch on my Snapchat, while I make her. She want a chance with me, cause she know I'm a rapper. I give a but I never get feelings, cause shawty, I know what you have.